After 16 months, Senate Republicans failed to get through the Trump nomination for Fed governor, and Judy Shelton through. That vote failed, but potentially still leaving a window open where it could still go through. And for more on that, I want to bring on Yahoo Finance's Cheung. And Brian, I mean, this was a lot of math on your part and a lot of people watching this play out, but it ultimately not enough votes.
Well, a very dramatic scene unfolding on the floor of the Senate yesterday with Judy Shelton, again, the nominee from the Trump administration for a seat at the Federal Reserve Board, getting a 47-50 vote that sunk that nomination. This doesn't effectively end her shot at becoming a Fed governor. I'll explain that in a second. But essentially, the vote last night came down to really Kamala Harris, the California senator, also vice president-elect, having to get on a train from Delaware to come down to Washington, D.C. to cast her vote because the margin was that narrow. Essentially, what it came down to were three Senate GOP members flipping over, not supporting her with concerns about her ability to respect the Federal Reserve's independence, in addition to two GOP senators, that being Chuck Grassley from Iowa, in addition to Rick Scott from Florida, being unable to physically be there to cast their votes because they were both in quarantine after possible exposure to COVID-19. So a lot of moving parts that ultimately led to a very thin margin for Judy Shelton not to survive that vote. Now, her hopes are still alive because Mitch McConnell switched his vote last minute from a yes to a no. This procedurally allows him to bring back up this nomination if he wanted to. The problem is that the Senate GOP is running out of time because Mark Kelly from Arizona, who's a Democrat, he'll be replacing the incumbent Republican Martha McSally in about a few weeks. We don't have the exact timing. Once that happens, that flips a red seat, which means that the narrow margin is really effectively going to lean in the Democrats' favor, which could spell trouble for her nomination. So not completely done yet, but at least yesterday, Judy Shelton did fail to finish that bid to become a Fed governor.